Hi guys, having a look at the Be Quiet Silent Wings 2 fan today. 120mm fan running at 1500 RPM. It's one of their more premium fans that they actually do. Very well known German manufacturer that have been doing very well since they started in 2006. Looking at the packaging, it's fantastic. As you can see on the inside, they definitely haven't left it to come in just a plain normal box, that's for sure. This particular fan is extremely quiet from what they're telling me. It has anti-vibration rubber mounts. It also has the flexibility where it can actually be installed without any screws. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. And it's also got a fluid dynamic bearing with a copper core, which improves heat conductivity and reduces mechanical friction for a higher life of up to 300,000 hours. So there we go. So let me get it out and we can have a look. Right, we've now got the fan out, the actual packaging. As you can see, one of the first things that comes to mind is this little tray that's on top, which has got the two different types of mounts, which we'll look into a little bit later. But the actual fan itself is extremely striking, to be honest. There's a very different design on this. Obviously, some manufacturers have done a sort of golf ball style design on their actual fan blades. What Be Quiet have done here is put some form of sort of ridge all the way around. The fan itself is not your normal boxy fan. It comes with a 3-pin power connector on the end, so it goes straight into the majority of motherboards. And as you can see, as it spins around slowly, you can see those ridges spinning around. What else do you get in the box? Well, you have a 4-pin Molex, which has got 3 additional power connectors, which I assume are depending on what sort of voltage you want to kick into it to maybe control the speed. Bag of screws, some more case screws, and a set of instructions. Okay, just had a quick look at the instructions, which I have to say are very simple and easy to follow. There's 2 different types of installation on this, and I'll look at probably the simplest one to start with. Looking at these, obviously, like I mentioned earlier, there's 2 different types of fittings that come with this particular fan. The first one is this one here. Now the way that it's describing for this to be done is for it to be effectively installed like this. Is to effectively push, don't know if you can see, push that onto there, all the way in, and you should hear a click, and there we go. That's how that's been installed, and then obviously screw that directly to your case. Very simple. Second one is relating to the anti-vibration. Now, looking at that small hole, well, and the way that this is designed, it's very unique. I've certainly never seen anything like this. And again, this has to be installed in a particular way. Let me just grab a corner of the fan. So you're pushing into there, and then to install that to your case, you're putting the screw down through there, and with that is obviously then, because it's definitely a lot softer than the hard plastic on the other one, it should help with anti-vibration, thus keeping the noise down. So this is the fan. I'll spin it the right way. Like I said, the design that you've got on here is very interesting. So, and it certainly actually gives quite a nice effect when it's spinning. It'll be interesting to see what it's like when it's at full speed. The connector here, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, allows you to regulate the actual voltage to control the speed of the fan, 7 volt, 5 volt and 12 volt. So we'll have a look and see what it can do. Okay, so I've now got this hooked up to a PSU, so we can have a look, have a listen, and see what it can do for us. I've taken the mounts off the side, so let's give it a quick fire up and see what it does. Okay, so I have to say that is quiet compared to the LEPA fan that I reviewed earlier. That is extremely quiet. So, and also it gives it a slight little effect with the ridges as it's going around, and as I'm holding it, I'm not feeling any sort of massive vibration compared to the other one. So it's looking very good. I mean, obviously going on to the airflow, you can obviously hear it. I can feel it. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. Okay, so I did have that connected to the 12 volt connector on this adapter that they've sent through, so I've now connected it to the 5 volt so we can have a look, see what difference that is. They claim that this is a maximum of 15.7 decibels, and I must admit I have to agree with them. It is so quiet. So let's see what the slower power does to it. Hopefully you might be able to tell it's not quite spinning as fast as before, but again, the only thing that you can actually hear, unfortunately, is the PSU fan. It's quite an old PSU, so it's just one of those things, unfortunately. So, and again, going on to the other side. So yeah, very, very impressive. I think from all the fans I've certainly looked into, I'd have to say, if you're looking for a quiet fan for your system, then the Be Quiet Silent Wings 2 it is definitely the one. Okay, I've now got this connected up to an older case of mine that I'm just trying to chuck together at the moment. It's an NZXT Alpha case with a clear side panel. The actual side panel itself, through years of abuse, is actually quite loose. So I've got it connected through the anti-vibration connectors that come with it, and also the plastic pins pushed all the way down, and using one of the rubber washers that come with it as well. So I mean, it's solid and straight in there. So give it a fire up. Okay, so looking pretty sweet. I can't hear anything at all from that. There's literally no noise at all coming from that fan. Obviously the airflow is obviously pushed inwards, so let me just quickly lift that up. Okay, so turn the other way around. You can see the anti-vibration connectors. You might be able to hear something now, see, you know, potentially the airflow, but just very quickly as well, talk about the actual braiding on the cable that came with this fan. It's literally edge right the way down. Let me just move it around the cooler, all the way down to the other end. So, which is brilliant. And again, even on here, I mean, I've just pulled that out a little bit, but there's black wires going straight into the actual fan, so no red, yellow and green wires. So yeah, really good. The only other thing that I've noticed as well since installing this, all the way around the outside is a sort of rubber washer. I suppose that's one way of describing it. So if you've got that connected to a case where it's going to be up against plastic or metal, then the anti-vibration side of it, they've thought of that, and on both sides of this fan they've got this rubber ring. So but this fan really is absolutely quiet. It really is. So yeah, extremely highly recommended, the Be Quiet Silent Wings 2 fan. get it.